Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TeacherCast Educational Broadcasting Network, your home for professional development. My name is Jeff Bradbury. Thank you so much for joining us and making TeacherCast your home for professional development. I have a question for you that is a very, very important question, especially if you're a school leader. Are you looking for some great technology for your school district, or are you perhaps looking for a new learning management system but aren't quite sure where to go? My guests today have that answer. Today we're going to be talking to EdSurge about a brand new service that they have called the EdSurge Concierge Program, helping you make better choices for your EdTech. There's, of course, several great ways that you can reach out and be a part of this and all of our shows over on the TeacherCast Educational Broadcasting Network. We, of course, love it when you find us on Twitter at TeacherCast. Leave us a voicemail over at teachercast.net/voicemail. Email us at feedback@teachercast.net. And of course, we love it when you subscribe to us on audio and video over at teachercast.net/audio and video. And please, while you're over there, check out our great reviews and leave us a 5-star rating. We love to hear from you. Want to bring on our guest today from the great company of EdSurge, a fantastic resource that I certainly have bookmarked each and every day. Want to bring on Michael Winters and Molly Levitt. Michael and Molly, how are you today? Welcome to TeacherCast.
Hey, thanks, Jeff. We're great. I'm Molly, and
I'm Michael.
I'm just kidding.
We're really excited to be here.
Yeah, thanks for having us back, Jeff. And it's been a while, but we're glad to see you again.
Thank you so much for being here. You know, we love when TeacherCast and EdSurge get together at ISTES, and we're looking forward to having a great time again in San Antonio. For those of you who aren't familiar with EdSurge out there, Mike, what is EdSurge, and what can we find on your great website?
Yeah, so EdSurge does a lot of things, but broadly, our goal is to help teachers, administrators, all kinds of educators make better decisions about education technology for their students. Sometimes when you're trying to solve a problem in the classroom, technology is the right answer, and if it is, we can help you solve that. Sometimes technology is not the right answer, and we want to help you figure that out too. So to that end, we have all sorts of things that we do. We're probably best known for our news, which we've been doing for the past 4 or 5 years or so now, as well as events we've had around the country. We have a giant encyclopedia of EdTech products. We have a jobs board for people looking for jobs, various other things as well.
There's, of course, several great ways that you can reach out and connect with EdSurge. You can always go to edsurge.com, check out all their great resources. You can, of course, also connect with them over on Twitter by following them at EdSurge. Over 90,000 educators following EdSurge today. I'm certainly one of them. Check them out today and follow the great stuff happening over at edsurge.com. Now, Mike, we're talking all about creating a space for school districts to find that great EdTech. And recently you guys launched something called the EdSurge Concierge Program. Could you guys tell us a little bit about what that is?
Yeah. Molly, do you want to take that?
Sure. Yeah. Concierge kind of started as the next step in EdSurge's journey. We started 4 years ago with news and information, and what we realized is hearing about great stories was one thing, but it didn't always connect with the exact situation that you were having in your school. So we built Concierge as the next step to think about, all right, if you're selecting technology, that technology really needs to align with your theory of learning, your goals and outcomes for the technology, and what is your plan moving forward at your school. And so to make good EdTech choices, we knew that it really needed to be catered to your school and your district. So Concierge is a service that helps schools find the right technology. We hop on the phone with you, we work to understand what those goals are for you, and then we use our database of thousands of EdTech products to narrow that down to 4 or 5 really good solutions that will solve the challenges that you're facing right now.
Now, what kinds of phone calls or what kind of contacts are you looking to make? Let's say I'm a school district and I'm looking for a new learning management system. What are the steps that a school district would take to reach out to you and take advantage of this great new program?
It's very, very simple. All it takes is going on to edsurge.com/concierge and signing up for a free needs assessment. The needs, you'll hop on the phone with us for about 30 to 45 minutes so we can really take the time to understand what you need. And then we do all the work on our back end, matching you to those products, and you'll get back in 2 to 3 weeks a portfolio with all the solutions and applications specifically from those companies that are good fits to how their solution will solve your specific pain point.
What other types of things can a school district ask for? For instance, as a technology integration specialist, let's say that a teacher comes to me and says, I need an app for one of my students to help them learn to read. Do I then go to EdSurge Concierge, or is that more of something that an administrative level person goes to reach out to you guys?
Yeah, so the types of customers that we are best able to help with Concierge are people who are administrators, people who are looking to make a decision for usually at a school or a whole district-wide level. If you are an individual teacher and you're looking for resources, our EdTech Index, which is a big encyclopedia of products that we have on our site, that's probably a better resource for you. But for administrators looking for all types of tools for LMS, math, reading, professional development systems, couple others, the concierge process is the way to go.
So let's just kind of walk through this here. If I'm over on your website over at edsurge.com, it says how it works. And really, it's a one-to-one process, right? This isn't just going to a website and picking from a database full of stuff. You guys really are doing this on a personal level to make sure that a school district gets exactly what they need.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's very well said, Jeff.
I even like at the bottom of the site here, Molly, this is you, right? It says, can I help you find something today? And you're available 24/7. Is that correct?
I truly am. It comes to my cell phone. So unless I'm asleep, I will probably get back to you.
She prefers messages around midnight. So all of you users out there listening to this podcast, midnight is the time to get in touch
thank
with
you
Molly.
for that.
We have a lot of listeners to this show that are new parents, and knowing that you guys are out there at all hours of the night to help find technology while people are dealing with their newborns, I think that's a fantastic idea. Do you also do one-to-one services when it comes to newborns and baby needs as well, Molly?
Well, here's what we can do for you. We cannot take care of your babies, but we are working around the clock to save you time in searching for EdTech so you can spend more time with your kids.
I love that answer. That is so awesome there. Now, you guys just launched this. Tell us a little bit about the beta program and what kind of things did you find that school districts were looking for, and how are you looking to move this as the year progresses to make sure that you're meeting those needs of your school districts?
Yeah, so we've been working on Concierge for the past year and a half or so. And in that time, we have run through this process with about 150, 160 different administrators. We've learned several things. The first thing is that we learned early on that we have to be really good about that phone call and asking the right questions on that phone call. We found that sometimes people come to us and they say, well, I want to accomplish this with technology. But when you ask them the questions and really try to boil down to what is the problem they're really trying to solve, technology can't always help you with that. If there's an issue with culture in a classroom or some other, Jeff, you know this better than I do. Certainly, there are lots of problems that technology can't fix, and we've had to really get good about saying to people, okay, we hear what you're saying. It sounds like this is the challenge that you're facing, and we don't think we're able to help you with that. Another thing we've learned is, we are not able to help with all different types of tech problems. So we named a few different categories before: LMSs, math, reading, PD, a couple others. Those are the things that we feel like we have a really good handle on and we can be experts in and help people to find technology. If people are coming to us with certain other problems, SIS is a student information system, is a particular one that we just feel we don't know enough about to help people with. So boiling down on those questions to ask, as well as being really honest with ourselves about what does EdSurge know best and what do we know about the products that are out there, has helped us to refine it over the past couple of years.
So, Mike, I got to ask you guys the question that might be on everybody's mind here, which seems to be, what's the catch, right? Like, I'm a superintendent, I'm an IT guy. I can call up Molly at all hours of the night, ask about where I can find a new SIS, and this is free, or you take my information and you sell it to companies, or tell us a little bit about that those fine print things that maybe are on our minds right now.
Yeah. So it is free. I will answer your message at all hours of the night. There really isn't too much of a catch. I think the big question people have is, how do you make it free? And so we will go through and listen to your pain point, and we will select a group of companies that we think are the best fit. There's no qualifications, there's no company sponsorship, anything like that. We pick the the companies that we believe are the best fit. We then invite those companies to submit a special application just for your school that kind of puts them, in a position to have a higher likelihood of connecting with you. And that's how we're going forward. So it's free and it's unbiased. And the personal part of it is we keep all the school's data completely anonymous to those companies. So you are not going to get calls from vendors. You are not going to have to deal with companies trying to push their product on you. Until you are ready to connect with a company, we can keep your information entirely private.
That is absolutely perfect, and something that I know many school districts are looking to reach out to. If you reach over to EdSurge.com, scroll down to the bottom, you can find all the information out about the Concierge Program. They have a great website that you can pull up here. The form to sign up and to connect with everybody is really, really simple. Just a few little pieces of information. Somebody will get back to you. I can't say enough. School districts around the country listening to this, check it out. Share this with your friends. The other thing I wanted to mention here is this website here about the Future Ready Schools program, something that's kind of near and dear to our heart. It's a program that we're working with in our school district. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with Future Ready and how this program kind of fits right in there.
Yeah, so we have. You might know more about Future Ready than I do. Maybe not. I can try to speak to it, Jeff. We have been partnered with Future Ready for the past year or so, and I know that there is a special program that districts who are signed up for Future Ready will go through with Concierge. There's some additional reporting that can come at the end of that if the district chooses. To be honest with you, I don't know the exact details.
I do.
Oh, great. Well, then why didn't you stop me?
I thought you were
letting me mansplain the Future Ready partnership. Go ahead, Molly.
So Future Ready is really about, helping your school make the move to personalized learning. You looked very confident, okay?
Thanks.
Take the move towards personalized learning. And so we've developed a series of support systems to help schools in whatever part of that process they are. One of those support systems is not just for Future Ready, but is kind of a side part of Concierge, is the EdTech audit. So we will work with schools to understand the existing tech landscape that they're working with. What are those free products? What are those freemium products? What are those things that teachers are using that you may not know too much about? How are they feeling about the products that you're paying for? How does that align with the theories of how students learn that you've laid out? And so with some schools, we'll go in and we'll do an EdTech audit to understand their landscape, and then we'll support all of their upcoming needs through the concierge process specifically, now that we've understood in a very deep level the landscape that they are working with.
It's certainly something that, again, I would recommend any school district go to. EdSurge.com/concierge. That's CONCIERGE. Check everything out. Before I let you go, I do have a couple of questions for you, which is, what is happening these days at EdSurge? What is exciting in the world of EdTech? What can we find these days that's new and great over at EdSurge.com?
We had a lot of stuff going on. The thing that I'm personally most excited about, besides Concierge, is you showed our homepage a second ago, Jeff. We are trying to take the next step beyond just a company that does news and events, to be a company that also provides these services like Concierge. And so we had a homepage that just talked about the news, and now we have a homepage that talks about there's actually a lot of ways that EdSurge can help people to make EdTech decisions. So that's what's really exciting over here. We still have we're still writing a lot of news. We actually have hired, I think, 3 new editorial staff in the last 3 months. So that's pretty cool. And you're looking to keep figuring out how to gel the what we have traditionally done with what we want to do in the future. It's a lot of fun, and it's a pretty exciting time to be here.
It's an unveiling. I think you're starting to see our mission come through in what we're doing, as opposed to we just write stories or we just run events or we have these programs. I think people might have felt kind of like we had changed when we unveiled a new homepage. But I think, in fact, we are trying to just bring people into alignment that we're on the journey with you. We have news when you're ready to read about great stories. We have ways to find EdTech, whether through our index or concierge when you're ready for that we're kind of on an EdTech journey with you. We're not just sharing stories with you.
As far as what's happening in EdTech, I know I've read several great stories this week on EdSurge that our colleagues have written, and there's going to be a lot of tracking of the new Department of Education and what kind of technological initiatives there are there. There'll be discussion of, I read a great article by one of our new reporters about AR and VR. She was at a conference this week, and they talked about applications for AR in education. AR is augmented reality. So lots of cool stuff. And Jeff, I know you're on the leading edge of this stuff too. So I'm sure you have some ideas about what we might be writing about. You might probably know before we get to it.
Well, I saw a recent article about one of our co-hosts, Sam Patterson, and all of his great work in the puppet factories that he's working in. And so it's a great place to go. I do want to ask you one thing that maybe we can talk about here, because this is something that I know is a major part of EdSurge. Talk to us a little bit about the summits that you guys have. Where are they? How do we get in touch with them? How do we participate in them? Talk to us a little bit about, EdSurge on the road.
Yeah, so we have for the past 3 or 4 years been out on the road, like you said, all around the country. We have actually our next event is coming up. We're recording this Wednesday night, February 8th, and it's coming up this weekend in North Carolina. We are going to have a little pause on those for a little while. We're trying to figure out what exactly is the right format to be doing these in. So there's none up beyond North Carolina, but look out in the future for more dates.
Actually, look out in the next 3 weeks for more dates, because while the Summit's Roadshow is stopping, we're heading out on a new roadshow in events called Tech Leader Circles. And those are small events, very collaborative. 20 to 30 administrators and tech leaders come together to collaborate and tell stories around EdTech. We've done them in Boston and Seattle, and I'm heading out the next 3 weeks to do Chicago, Minneapolis, and New Jersey. So if you find yourself in any of those locations in February and early March, definitely watch out for those things coming up.
We will definitely look forward to that. Maybe we can get some of the dates put in our show notes here as we go through, and definitely check that stuff out. There's some great things happen there. One more time, the website is edsurge.com. Make better choices in EdTech. It's certainly a place that I go and have on my RSS feed, and something I would highly recommend that you and your school district have on their RSS feed. Mike, I want to give you guys the last shout out here. Where can we find all the information about EdSurge? And if you guys want to share your own personal social media, or Molly, your cell phone area, that would be great, and we'll go from there.
My babysitting credentials.
Yeah, they are strong. Jeff, I think you got it. I mean, edsurge.com is the right place to go for everything, and then edsurge.com/concierge is where to get more information about the Concierge Program. I'm on Twitter at MJ Wintz, MJWINTS. I'm on all the time, and I love chatting with people about EdTech. So happy to chat.
And I am there at Molly_Levitt, LEVITT. And if you join us on the first and third Tuesday of the month, I will be in EdSurge chat as Michael will, and that's kind of where we spend our Tuesdays these days.
That's right.
Excellent. And I want to say thank you so much for taking your time to make TeacherCast your home for professional development. My name is Jeff Bradbury. There's, of course, several great ways to reach out and be a part of our educational family. You can, of course, find us on Twitter at TeacherCast. Leave us a voicemail over at teachercast.net/voicemail. Email us at feedback@teachercast.net. And always, we love it when you subscribe over at teachercast.net/audio and video. We just went over 7,000 YouTube followers. Thank you so much. It's been a great 5.5 years, going on 6 years coming this summertime. Thank you guys so much for being supportive. Until next time, my name is Jeff Bradbury. Keep up the great work in your classroom and continue sharing your passions with your students.